Shine with Kendell Lenice. Real talk for real people. Let's shine with Kendell Lenice. Real talk for real people. Let's shine together.
To shine. If you don't know much about me, I'm going to tell you about me, because this might be your first time listening to Shine, so I appreciate you shining with me, Kendell Lenice. I am a transformational expert, a transformational life coach and speaker and author, but my main passion and my main goal is to motivate you. Hence, I go by the name of Lady Motivator. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I am here live every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you tune in and tell a friend. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Shine with Kendell Lenice. I'm on all social media platforms as well as all podcast outlets. So if you want to listen to your podcast, this podcast on Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, and YouTube, I am right there. You can catch Shine right there from your phone. You don't have to go far. You can listen in your room. You can listen in your car. You can listen at work, or you can just listen as you're walking down the street. It's important for me to reach out to you any way I can, and I love this podcast world, and I'm so thankful and excited to everybody who is listening. Again, if this is your first time, welcome. Please subscribe and tell a friend about Shine. On Shine, I talk about a lot of different subjects, from funny to silly to serious to tear-jerking. It's all about the betterment of you. On Shine, I like to educate, elevate, and entertain you, because we're all not one-dimensional, right? We all have layers and dimensions to us, and I think it's important to explore all areas. I can keep up with my silly with the best of them. I'm silly, I'm funny, I like to have fun. You can check out my Instagram stories and you will see Kendell Lenice is a fool. And I'm also a serious person. I mean, like I said, you guys know everybody has different layers. So on this show, that's what I try to do. So today's show, I shine my spotlight on earth angels, recognizing your angels. In life, you always have people that come into your life for a reason, a season, or lifetime, like Iyanla says, right? But you have people to come right into your life just when you need them. It's almost like they swoop down and save the day. And save the day could mean something different to me than it means to you. And I think it's a strategic way that God places people in your life. So those are the angels that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the angels that God put in your life to help you, to grow you up, to teach you, to just be there when you need them, spiritually, mentally, financially. They're there to help you. Sometimes you don't even know that they're angels. Sometimes you think that they're just people that come in your life and they help you, and you're so happy that they helped you right at that time. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But before we get started, I want to talk about our life note. Share the life note with you. Be right back. All right, it's time for this week's life note. All right. So this life note is to carry you through this show, through the rest of the show, and let's just say through the rest of the show, through the rest of the week, and through the rest of your life. It's just a life note for you to carry with you everywhere you go, as I stated. So this week's life note is: keep your face always towards the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. And that one is by Walt Whitman. I know about the Walt Whitman Bridge in Philadelphia. Shout out to all my people from Philly. But keep your face always towards sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. And what that really is saying is that if you keep a smile on your face, if you keep positive, if you keep uplifted and upbeat, then the shadows, meaning the past, the darkness, the things that don't bring joy will fall behind you. The more that you look forward and the more that you stay positive and the more that you put a smile on your face, no matter what, then the negative won't affect you as much. So that is our life note for today. All right. Again, we're talking about angels today. So call your people, tell them that's what we're talking about. I have so many instances where I know God sent somebody to help me, or for me to move to the next level, or for me to meet for the betterment of my own good. Have you ever had that before? I know I have. Trying to share, guys, I have so many stories, and because I'm very tuned into me and in tune with my purpose and my passion and what God has for me. And it's not easy always to recognize when God sends you an angel. So sometimes we just think that again is someone just coming into our lives just to do whatever they need to do at that time. But I remember so many different stories I have. So the obvious is going to your mailbox when you don't have any money, or when you're not working, or when there's more month than money, and you go to your mailbox and you have an unexpected check. Right? An unexpected check in there, and you don't even know where it's coming from. Or God sends you someone and you meet someone. I remember one time, I think I was laid off. My job had moved. This was years ago. And I just remember so many people not even knowing what I was going through, but would give me a card. That knew that I was laid off. Here's $100. I'm sure you need it. Or here's $50. Or here. I mean, people were just giving me money that I know, or did I at least expect it. People that I just met, and I just found that very interesting. God always has a way to show you know what? I'm still here. I have your back, and sometimes we don't recognize it as God. But I know that that's very important to me when I'm thinking about angels and people being placed in your life strategically. And you can think of a time where that has happened to you. And I have so many stories about angels. Let's see. All right, because I have different stories that I want to share with you, and I really want to speak from my heart, of course, as I always do. I think it's important to be authentic and to be vulnerable in order to really touch the lives of other people. Some podcasts you listen to, and I listen to a lot of podcasts, sometimes you feel like they're talking at you, or they're telling you what you need to do, and you don't feel their heart at all. I definitely don't want to have a podcast like that. So at any time, if you think that you can't connect to me, let me know, because I never want to lose that. It's important. Yesterday I had a client, and I was doing financial coaching because I'm a certified financial coach also. And she said, you know what? You really should be a motivational speaker. I said, guess what? I am. I didn't tell her I go by the name of Lady Motivator, but I think that God sends people in your life to confirm that you're on the right track, and to confirm that you're doing the right thing. You're doing what you're doing. You're walking in your purpose. So that was just a confirmation for me. But years ago, I'm remarried now, but years ago I was going through a divorce, and it was interesting. I have a couple of them. So I was going through a divorce, and I've been told a lot of people this, so I'm sharing it with you guys on Shine tonight. So I was going through a divorce, and I was like, okay, where am I going to move? I don't know where I'm going to move. And I was at this store that I go to all the time. It was this Target. And I lived right around the corner from the Target. But it was so interesting that I never noticed these particular apartments. And I was just praying, and I was talking to myself, okay, so where am I going to live? And we're, moving out of our house. Anybody that's gone through a divorce, you know how that thing goes. You're moving out of your house, and now you're getting separate places. So I'm like, well, where am I going to go? And something told me, God, go to these apartments. And it was so interesting because I had lived around there for many, many years and never saw those apartments. Then it was almost like a spotlight was on them, like, oh, like the heavens opened up and showed me these apartments. Well, I went to these apartments, went into the rental office, and I was very impressed. I was like, wow, these are beautiful hardwood floors in the room, in the entire apartment. Bedroom, the master bedroom was humongous. And then, of course, I had a bathroom in the master bedroom. And I had enough room in there, girls and guys, to do cartwheels and flips and to have a little mini playground in that room if I wanted to. That's how large the room was. I could have had a living room space and a bed within that bedroom and then a walk-in closet. So I went and saw the places, went to the rental office. They showed me and I said, okay, they're good. And if anybody is going through a divorce, sometimes that drains you financially, mentally, spiritually, all of the leads. It drains you. So I went in there and I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? You know, because when you're doing something together, you think about, okay, so how am I going to do this? So I went in there and, of course, I got approved right on the spot. I went in there. There was I had to pay, I think, a deposit, but it wasn't that much. And I had to do, like, things were just running really, really smoothly. And I remember I was so worried, like, okay, where am I going to move? What am I going to do? You know, how am I going to transition into this new life of mine? What am I going to do? Of course, you know, it's just, you just don't know what you're going to do, but you know that you'll be all right. You know, you have that sense of calmness. And it was so interesting. It was so smooth. And this wonderful woman in the rental office, she was just really amazing. She really, really was. And she helped out so beautifully and it made it seamless. So I moved in and everything was great. Guys, don't you know that I went back to the rental office to see this lady? It was like she never worked there. They didn't know who I was talking about. And then they said, oh, yeah, that was only a lady that was here for, you know, a week or two. She wasn't even supposed to be here. She lived in Delaware. So then she called to check on me and she was like, yeah, I'm from Delaware. I was just there for a week. Had no idea. You can't tell me that wasn't an angel the way that played out. I mean, if I had more time, I would tell you different details that really showed that God strategically placed her there. And then once I was in that apartment complex, which was a wonderful apartment complex, I met another angel. And it's interesting when you're going through difficulties and you feel like you're alone, or you feel embarrassed, or you might feel ashamed, or you feel, you know, because that was a turning point in my life. When I got that divorce, it was a turning point in my life. And that was many years ago, but it helped me, it grew me, it taught me, you know, to look inside, to look outside, to look around me, and just really do some self-evaluation and life evaluations. And I think everybody, when they're going through a transition in their lives, because that's what life is about, guys. Life is about, you know, the hurdles and the different experiences that we experience in life, whether it's a stop sign, a yield sign, a hurdle, you know, a detour, whatever it is. And we have to find the beauty in it. We have to find the lesson in it. We have to find the blessing in it. So everybody has those points in life where they're at a crossroads and they're trying to figure out and what they want to do and all of that. So I think it's important, and I teach my clients this also, to really just sit down and evaluate your life, because nobody is perfect. No one, you know, is void of any flaw. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone makes choices. Everyone makes decisions, and you really have to live with all of that, right? So it's important to really, I'm not for beating yourself up and criticizing yourself and, you know, all of that, even though naturally we all do it. So when you get to a point where you're doing that and you feel like it's excessive and it's too much, stop it. because you made the decisions that you made. And unfortunately, with anything, there's nothing you can do to change them. But you got to find the lesson in it. You got to find the growth in it. You got to find God in it. You got to find something in it. Because if you find something in it, nothing that you've been through in life is a waste. So I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm going to come back and finish the story about my other angel that I met. And to this day, I still call her my angel. So right now we're going to listen to It's You, written by yours truly, Kendell Lenice, and it's sung beautifully by Queen P. Also, it's available for 99 cents where all digital music is sold. So I'll be right back.
The one who knows my heart, I knew it from the start. When I'm lost, you're my tour guide, the only thing that's right. My candle in the dark, the one who lights the spark. You never keep the score, that's why I wanna praise you more. Why I stand here and say, with you, I'm not alone. With you, I have a home. When I'm hurt, you stop the pain. You love me through the rain. It's you who brings the sun. For me, you are the You're the reason I go on. You're the one who keeps me strong. You hold my hand when I am scared. It's you. Oh, it's you. It's you who makes me calm. You wrap me safely in your arms. It's you who unlocks my door. That's why I wanna praise you more. It's you. I stand here and say, with you, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. With you, I have a home. With you, I have a home. When I'm hurt, you stop the pain. Love me through the rain. Oh, it's you.
All right. Thank you for that. Did you hear the end of that song? It says, "Thank you, God." And somebody whispered that in the song. I think that person was me. I whispered that at the end, "Thank you, God." I was like, I don't sing, I write, but I wanted to be a part of that song. And I'm always saying, "Thank you, God." Again, that was "It's You," sung beautifully by Queen P, written by me, Kendell Lenice, and that's available where all digital music is sold and played. So download it. It's only 99 cents. Go to Apple Music, play it, stream it, or buy it on iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, wherever you buy your music. That's my love letter to God, y'all. All right. So if you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Kendell Lenice, and thank you for shining with me. I'm live every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 Pacific Time. You can listen to Shine on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Spreaker, and you can go right to my website, livingtruelivingyou.com. You can click on the Shine tab, and it's also on the homepage. And on livingtruelivingyou.com, you can also get to know me a little better. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you want to hear on Shine, and I will bring it to you. Because after all, Shine is real talk for real people. You heard it in my intro. All right. So God doesn't give you the people you want. He gives you the people you need to help you, to hurt you, to leave you, to love you, and to make you the person you were meant to be. Do you guys believe that? Because I do believe that. Even in the hurt, even in the pain, even in the happy times, God brings people to you just when you need them, even when you don't know you need them. It's to stretch you. It's to help you through. It's to see you through. And it's just to tell you, you know what, baby girl, fellas, it's going to be all right, whatever it is. It could be just to bring joy to you. It could be, again, financial assistance. It could be to help you move. It could be whatever. God sends people in your life, and there's not a mistake about it. God will send you all the resources and people you need to live a happy life. God definitely works through people, and I call them angels. Excuse me. So before the break, I was telling you a story about after I got divorced and I found an apartment and all of that stuff. If you missed the first part, that's all right. You can listen to the replay. But got into that apartment. It was amazing. And I met one of my dear friends who will be a friend for life. She's a Jersey girl like me. Shout out Naisha. I always tell her she's my angel. So got into the place. And again, as I told you, just in think mode. You ever, you're going through something, and people, if you've gone through a divorce and, there are a lot of questions that you have, you play back certain scenarios and situations, and, you wonder why or how, or you're happy that it happened, or you're sad that it happened, whatever emotion you're going through when you're divorced. I was just in a reflection mode, and I know that I was in a growth spurt. And that's what God does. You have moments in your life where you know that you're going to grow from this, that you're going to learn from this. And I just remember I was in that moment. So I wasn't the Kendell Lenice that you see now. I was just dealing, with my situation as I do. And I was just dealing with it. So I guess I didn't have my smile that most people see all the time, or just the way that I normally am. I wasn't my normal self for those 1 or 2 months, just really trying to get some things together. And I remember I met my friend, who's my friend now, and I call her my angel. She was like, come out the house, go. She was inviting me to every cookout that you can think of. She said she saw me outside and I was walking my little dog, Sugar, who I had to give away years ago. My kids are still mad at me about that dog. But I moved from a house to an apartment, and, had to do what was best for my dog. Long story short, I had a dog. I was walking the dog. She was walking her dog. And she see me outside. And she said, I look so sad. I look so, because it was raining. I had the little hood on. I was walking my dog, And she said, I look so sad. And we just started talking, and we became friends. But she helped me through that divorce period. She helped me, and she didn't even know she was helping me, or maybe she did. I know we've often talked about it, but I've never asked her if she knew that she was helping me. She was being her, and I was slowly becoming me again. So every cookout that summer, she was like, come on, come to this cookout. I would go to the cookout, and we were just doing so much that summer. And then, of course, I transformed back into me and the person I am. And I remember she was like, wow, so this is who you are. This is who you are. She said, I would have never known, because when you're dealing with stuff sometimes, and that's how I used to be years ago. I used to be very, very, very private. My business was my business. But many moons ago, I realized that whatever I'm going through, every detail, of course, is not somebody else's business, but the bulk of it is someone else's business, because what I go through, what you go through, is never for you, right? It's for everybody. Your testimony is for everyone. So even some of the closest people didn't even know I was going through a divorce or getting a divorce, because I used to just deal with things on my own, because I'm the person, and I've been a life coach for many, many years. I've been in this business for 20 years, and I'm the person that helps everybody. I'm the person that gives advice. I'm the person that people come to. But when I was going through something back then, I wouldn't say anything. Because that's why I always tell people, check on your strong friends. Check on your strong friends. The ones that are helping everybody else out. The ones that they're doing everything for everyone. And they don't say anything and say what's wrong. You got to check them, because I used to be that way. You know what I mean? So I was dealing with that on my own. And had I not met that angel of mine, I would have dealt with it on my own. But at that moment, I started talking to her about it. I was talking to her about what was going on. And that was very, very new to me, because I've known people for 30, 40 years and they don't know certain things, or they didn't know. So I think God strategically placed her in my life as my angel to help me through that period. And I've been that person for a lot of people. I've been an angel for people. You've been an angel. You've had them. So you know exactly what that's like. And I thank God that we're still friends. But sometimes how it happens is you're not friends after that, meaning that they were here just to help you get over whatever you were going through, or to teach you at that moment. So sometimes people try to hold on to people thinking they're lifetime people, and they're really not lifetime people. They were there just to be your angel, to show you that maybe in another case that life is not over for you. Because so many people, it's so interesting. I was listening to Pastor Jamal Bryant, what was it, last week's or 2 weeks ago, his sermon, and I was on Sunday, about 2 weeks ago, and he said it was on his spirit to ask people about suicide. And he said, this is not even what I plan to talk about. This is not what I was going to talk about, but it's on my spirit. And he said, if you thought about committing suicide within the last 7 days, come up to the altar. And when I tell y'all, people were coming up to that altar. People were talking about it on the timeline, on Facebook Live. There's so many people struggling. There's so many people hurting. There's so many people that don't know if tomorrow will ever come. And if it comes, is it going to be the same old same, or something is going to be different? And even in that moment, people come into your life as angels. You know, I've reached out to some people that were online. Jamal Bryant and other people at New Birth. I'm still mad that he left Empowerment Temple in Maryland, but that's a whole nother thing. I'm going to get to Atlanta. But, and sometimes people jump into your life at that point, your angel, to stop you from committing suicide, or to let you know that you matter. On my Facebook Lives and my Instagrams, I always say on my Instagram post or my story, again, love the Instagram story, which transfers over to Facebook story. But I tell people, you matter. You are important. You are amazing. If no one told you you were special today, I'm telling you today. I often do that in my platform, on my platform, around my platform, walking down the street, at work, at the zoo, at an event. I was just at an event, met people. And I really think that you don't meet anyone by accident. You take what you need from that person. You take what they take what they need from you. And that's how we help each other grow. That's how we teach people who we are. That's how we learn who we are, by other people, believe it or not. Because if you've never gone through experiences, or you've never been hurt or been loved or been done wrong or been happy, then how do you know what the other feels like? I read a quote, and I'm going to see if I can find it. It says, hard times are often blessings in disguise. Let go and let life strengthen you. No matter how much it hurts, hold your head up and keep going. This is an important lesson to remember when you're having a rough day, a bad month, or a crappy year. Trust be told, sometimes the hardest lessons to learn are the ones your spirit needs the most. Your past was never a mistake if you learned from it. So take all the crazy experiences and lessons and place them in a box labeled "Thank you." Oh, isn't that great? Like I come up with so many quotes and so many sayings and so many when I speak, so many nuggets and gems, but that is amazing. Label them in a box that says "Thank you," because God's plan is always the best. Sometimes the process is painful, hard, happy, sad, but God is silent and he's doing something for you. So when he places the people in your life, that's what he's doing. And you don't know why. Sometimes the people get on your nerves. Sometimes you think you're going through pure hell, but even if you are, it's to help you see the strength in you. I have a personal quote that I say, and I have them on t-shirts, and I sell my t-shirts. Life gives us life gives us strength, and God gives us muscle, or reverse. That's how I say it. Life gives us strength, and God gives us muscle. I think it's important to really know that through life and through experiences and the people that you come across. Even if you come across a coworker, if you work with someone every day and he or she gets on your last nerve, they're annoying, or they're a know-it-all, or they're lazy at work, or they always got something to say, and you dread going into work because you don't want to see that coworker. Believe it or not, that coworker is teaching you, even if they're getting on your last nerve. They might be trying to teach you patience. God could have strategically placed them right there. And when it's over, that person will quit, or God will move you to a next or another position. So sometimes you think, I've been in jobs and I prayed, God, please take them out of here. Not to kill them, not to, harm them, but take them out of this workplace, or take me out. I've done that. And I've been removed and got another position somewhere else, or the people have gone. But you have to find the lessons in the people around you, especially the ones that annoy you, because there's a bigger, more valuable lesson in those people. And if you look at people like that, and if you look at God strategically placing angels around you, even when you don't know that they're an angel, if they're helping you, if they're guiding you, if they're assisting you, that's exactly what they are. So you have to learn to recognize earth angels, as I call them, because anybody that makes you better, that's an angel. Anybody that helps carry you to the next level, that's an angel. That's an angel in your life. When you didn't think that you can get it through, and you did, or when you were on the side of the road and you didn't know how you were going to get off, and somebody magically, quote unquote, appears to help you, that's an angel to protect you. And that's what God does, and it's not about, if you don't believe in God, I apologize, whoever you believe in, know that there's a higher power above yourself. I only can tell you what I believe in, and I believe in God. God has a reason for allowing things to happen. We may never understand his wisdom, but we simply have to trust his will. And that's in the Bible, y'all. But there are so many times that I didn't know how I was going to make it. You think about it. I don't know how I'm going to make it. And you don't, or put it this way, you don't even think about it. You just know that it's going to happen and somebody's going to help move you to the next level. I don't stress or worry about certain things anymore because it's like, what's the point? And then sometimes even when I find myself stressed or worried, I try to stop right away because they say you can't pray and worry, right? So you got to know that whatever's happening, whatever's pulling and tugging at you, it's going to help you. It's going to help you. There's no storm that you're not prepared for, I should say, because you will have people come into your life and just do. I put on Facebook one time that people are always kind to me. For the most part, when I meet people, people are very kind. Quick story. on Memorial Day, we were walking around the water, and then we stopped in this hotel because it was hot as I don't know what, and my daughters and we sat down in the hotel lobby, beautiful plush lobby, just to get a little air so we can keep walking. So when we sat there, a lady came up to us and said, the hotel has all this free food. She said crab. I said, because I'm a pescatarian child and I love crab. I love seafood. And she was like, it's crab and salad. There's some wine up there, sodas, waters. Help yourself because, they're for the hotel. Now, this lady knew we weren't staying in the hotel. We had whole food bags and we had bags and different things like that. She knew, but she was gracious enough, and she not only came over once, she came over 3 or 4 times. And at that moment, I was hot. I was hungry. We hadn't even gone to get anything to eat yet. And she kept coming over there, and so finally we got up, went over there, got the salad, got the crab, and I hugged her. A lady that worked there, she was really sweet. And she said the hotel's not going to do anything but throw this stuff away. So she was pushing all the stuff on us. And then we got ready to leave. She was like, wait a minute, let me get your sodas. She wrapped up all of these sodas and gave them to us. And it was just a blessing at the moment. And I love when people are nice and kind, and they don't have to be. And they are. I have gotten, let me tell you, just by being kind and nice to people, and people just, if your money is low, or if your time is low, or if anything is low, you don't have the time, you don't have the money, you don't have the patience, God always provides and finds a way to bring people in to provide for you. It's really, really, really weird, like when you least expect it, and people are gracious like that. And then some people are nasty like that. Some people across your path, good morning. What's good about the morning? They don't say thank you for holding the door open. They don't, but it's really to just teach you and to show you and see how you're going to handle it. And sometimes we pass the test and sometimes we fail the test. I know I fail some tests if God is putting people there. So I really I try to be conscious of a lot of things, and I try to understand when I'm an angel for someone. And how will I handle that task? What will I do? Meaning, like, will I be nice? Will I be mean? Will I be rude? Will I be sweet? Will I be kind? And that's what I want to just put in your ear and put in your heart. You never know when someone is going to come into your life and become your angel. But on the flip side, you never know when you're put in a position to be an angel to someone. So when you have an opportunity to give. When you have an opportunity to share. When you have an opportunity to love. I think it's important to do that because you could be being tested at that moment. How are you going to be? Because God sends angels, and sometimes God sends you and you're the angel. So I want you all to think about that and to recognize the moving parts in your life and how they're working together to help build you, to help mold you, to help grow you. And that's what I do as a life coach too. Of course, I'm not God, but I am a life coach, and that's what I try to do with my clients. That's what I try to do with people, and just try to help people move and advance to the next level. And Shine is all about making you think differently, the betterment of you, enhancing your life, helping you grow. So hopefully with this show and all the shows, I did that. So this concludes this week's episode of Shine. Thank you for shining with me, Kendell Lenice. Don't forget to subscribe to Shine, and don't forget to tell people about Shine. Hey, this girl Kendell Lenice, she has a show called Shine. Subscribe, and shout out to the people that I met at Shanae's book launch and her business launch. I hope you guys are listening as well, and tell a friend. I was like, make sure you subscribe to Shine. So thank you so much for tuning in, and you can follow me on Instagram at k.lenice, Lenice, and I'm over at Facebook at Kendell Lenice, and Twitter is, I have two, K Lenice, and I have LTLY com, Living True Living You com, but it's LTLY. So follow me on all social media platforms. Thank you for tuning in. God bless. Are you feeling stuck in a job or relationship? Are you ready to move to the next level? Are you at a crossroads in life? Are you trying to just figure out life and your goals and what you're trying to accomplish or achieve? Do you lack motivation? Are you unhappy with your life? Are you struggling with self-esteem? These are some of the things Kendell Lenice can help you with. She is a certified transformational life coach. For more information about her, visit livingtruelivingyou.com for her life coaching services. Now back to the show. All right, it's time for this week's Life Note.
Shine with Kendell Lenice. Real talk for real people. Let's shine together.